and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and you guys seem to love the top 10 scary creatures pulled from the ocean part 1. You loved it so much that you guessed it because you clicked on this video. We're making you a part 2. Surprise! This is how much I love you guys, because actually sea creatures kind of terrify me. Ugh. And also, I've got to say, think of the smell too. Ooh, no. Before I get into this video, why don't you guys let me know what animal, what creature scares you the most? I have a real issue with frogspawn. I think it's because I've got an older sister who'd like throw it at me when we were younger. Julia, if you're watching, you're bad. You're bad. You owe me an apology. While you're down there leaving a creepy comment, also please do leave a thumbs up on this video. It just makes me feel happy. Also do check out the links in our description box for our most amazing Instagrams. Stick around to the end of the video where I'll be reading comments from a previous one. Alright, coming into number 10 we have the Blob. Let's get visual on this, shall we? Because this was found floating in the ocean. Bobbing along. There it is. There it goes. Can you even imagine seeing this? This image was taken by an Australian fisherman who thought it was some kind of impossible balloon. Maybe some kind of giant beach toy lost in the waves. That was until he got close enough to actually smell it, and then he realized it was definitely a dead thing. Knowing that this inflated blob was formerly alive actually really stresses me out. I can now totally imagine the texture of this thing, and it makes my skin crawl. It turns out that the blob was a bloated whale carcass covered in veins and partially cooked in the sunlight. Luckily the Australian fisherman got away before it burst, because if a shark took one bite of that horror show, then it would be an explosion of gassy fish guts everywhere. Oh my god, help! Send help! Okay, what is this mystery creature that washed up from the murky, wet depths? At number 9, to me it looks like a dead baby dinosaur. God, this list just keeps getting better. So this unknown creature was dragged out of the ocean and washed ashore on the beach of Wolf Island Wildlife Refuge. This is in New Zealand, I think. Do you guys want to see the footage? Like, no, but also kind of yes? I feel you. Let's have a look-see. No! I mean, its guts are kinda hanging out, which is absolutely unideal. I would say that this creature looks like an elephant's trunk with a shark's fin and an eel's tail. I'm gonna go straight up and say sea alien. Anyone else? Questions? Answers? National Geographic had no idea what this beastie was. So many did err on their side of the mystical, but once again, the thing is about the ocean, we simply don't know everything that lives in it. We've actually explored more of space than we have the sea. Coming into number 8, we have the Goblin Shark. Goblin Shark, do. Once you dead. I'm really sorry to baby shark you. Which will stay in your head for longer, baby shark or this hellish fish from the murky depths? I think both. A combination of both. Great! The Goblin Shark lives 1,300 feet below the sea and is legitimately terrifying. This prehistoric nightmare has a family lineage dating back 125 million years. And he's old. The shark is 3.4 meters long, so around 11 feet, and hunts fish and crustaceans at the bottom of the ocean. It's kinda pink in colour, has a flattened snout, and it looks like it wants you dead. Probably because it does. No worries though, like I said, these are deep sea fish. I say that, but then imagine the surprise of fishermen in the Gulf of Mexico when they accidentally hauled up the deep ocean beastie in one of their nets. Look at it! Honestly, I feel like the reason it was named Goblin Shark is because it does look like a goblin. Matey boy is not pleasant on the eye, and I would much prefer he stayed in the ocean and out of my nightmares. More sharks up next. This one is also grim, but at this point in this video I have no idea what you're expecting. Coming in at number 7, say hello to the Sarcastic Fringehead. Sarcastic Fringehead. What a ridiculous name you have there, sir. Oh, sorry, I just saw your face. Suddenly your name isn't so ridiculous. And although I am a strong advocate for saying things to people's face, I absolutely would steer clear of this fish's face. Why? Well, a flappy colour face with many teeth. I don't like it. The Sarcastic Fringehead lives 240 feet below sea level. It's a foot-long fish, so around 30 centimeters. They're found in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California. So actually, a lot of you watching may not be that far away from a sarky little sharky. The way they kill you is creepier still. So they hide out in crevices, horrible word, then they pop out at their prey. Once again, like They then mouth wrestle to the death. That's right, mouth wrestle. Cool. Have a look at this one that was dragged up from the ocean. She may be small, but she is mighty. Oh, hello, number 6. Get a load of this giant squid. This giant squid was said to have washed up on the shores of Japan following the 2011 tsunami. But it turns out that the image is actually fake. Shocker. That being said, I do have a very real and very worrying image for you, but it isn't quite as dramatic to the eye. Although, saying that, look at the eye on this. It's Brothers Daniel, Jack and Matthew Applin were driving along the track near Red Rocks in Wellington, New Zealand when they found a 15-foot monster on the shore. Can you even imagine seeing tentacles that big in real life? This was a reasonably young giant squid. How do they kill you, I hear you cry? They catch prey using 2 tentacles, gripping them with their rubbery sucker rings. They then shred them with their beaks, yes beaks, and then they gobble them up. You know what also? Squid are really intelligent, so intelligent monsters doesn't sit right with me. Also, beaks. Beaks and tentacles. No. Coming in at number 5, we have the black swallower. Nature. Sometimes beautiful, sometimes truly haunting, and actually very often pretty gross. Do you want to see what nature threw up for us? The black swallower who bit off more than he can chew. Here he is. Honey got hungry and swallowed a 34-inch giant mackerel, choking itself. Now the mackerel then decomposed in the fish's guts, which put the final nail in its watery coffin. Black swallowers are nightmarish at the best of times anyway. They're only 10 inches long, but imagine if they were bigger. Usually the swallower can eat things 10 times its mass with ease, but it was out of luck with this mackerel. It was simply too big. So, how do these sea devils kill? They creep up behind their prey, bite their tails with a death grip, and then coil the doomed fish into their bellies. Cool, it's like a fruit roll-up, but with fish. Also, can we actually get another look at this fish again? Because, hello nightmare! Nightmarish. Nightmare fish. Blech. What is this creature at number 4? I am going with furry snake from hell. An article on the Daily Star published in September 2016 shows a bloody horrible video of a large, hairy, mysterious sea organism writhing around on a picnic table near the beach. It seems that the article took the footage from Reddit, but I can't find the original post, which makes it even more mysterious to me. Some people think that it is a bearded fireworm which can reach up to 30 centimeters, and I think they think that because of its segmented structure. But I think that this unidentified creature looks bigger than that. Also, segments. Okay. I'm actually kind of gutted that I already used the title Furry Snake from Hell, so at number 3 I'm going to be calling this the giant beach snake from the depths of Salazar Slytherin's Dungeon of Despair. Good. Full title. Legit name. Okay, I can't get over this being a thing. I love a good beach walk, I really do. I would say actually a beach would be my favourite place to walk, closely followed by a mountain. Anyway, this next creature has basically put me off oceanside hiking for life. Why? Do you want to see it? It seems that Australian Tonchi McIntosh was having a walk along Cable Beach in Broome when he came across a huge olive sea snake. Huge! Luckily Mr. McIntosh had his camera at the ready, but also super lucky that this beastie from the deep didn't eat him, because look, he's massive! McIntosh said that once a big enough wave came in, the snake decided to swim back through the shallow water and into the Indian Ocean. I honestly had no idea there were snakes this big in the sea. Please no. No. Hello Mr. Bubbles at number 2. How you doing? Okay, listen, I've given this creature from your literal fish nightmares a cute name. Call it a method to ease the pain, or call it a way to enhance the drama. You decide. Okay, I continue. So not all scary things that emerge from the ocean are reported in national news publications. This freaky blobby fish was found on the coast of the North Island of New Zealand by a backpacker in 2012, and they popped it on their travel blog. Blah. I thought bloggers were supposed to be like cocktails and oceansides and cutesy background pictures, but no, no. Are you ready to see this fish in its globular glory? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! I could have lived the rest of my life without seeing that. Honestly, I could have done. As well, question for you. How much would I need to pay you to lick it? Let me know. Oh my god, it makes my skin crawl. Help! 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 No one's listening. I pre-recorded this. Hell! No, 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 no! At number 1. What is this cluster? I actually want to cry. Okay, do you want to watch this first so you can freak out with me? Good? Great, cool, here you go. I don't like this. It's veiny and squishy and branchy and alive, and I'm really upset and stressed out. This stomach turner was found washed up on a beach in Quien Gang province in Vietnam in July 2018. According to the video description, a local tour guide scooped it up and placed it on a green plastic table inside a home where the residents gathered to look. Keep that out of my house. The video of the tentacly mass has been watched over 250,000 times, and I am now feeling super queasy. I really don't want it to touch me. Like, this is some straight up SCP Foundation nightmarish stuff. From looking at the comments of the video, it does seem like the creature is a basket star. Nonetheless, please get it basket star away from me.
Không biết luôn. Ở đây không biết ạ. Ở đó chưa từng thấy con này. Này san hô mà san hô sống rồi. Cái này nó chắc một loại san hô hay là rong biển gì vậy.
Help! Oh my god, help. That is horrible. I hate it. Okay guys, so that was the top 10 scary creatures pulled from the ocean part 2. I get why you guys like these videos so much. I honestly do. The ocean is like a very mysterious and frankly very scary place. Do let me know if you want a part 3, and also don't forget to let me know what creature in the world you find the scariest. I think the basket star is my new number 1. Oh, independently moving tentacles, no! Before I go, I'm just gonna read some comments from the top 10 scary items traded on the internet part 2. Now K-pop Geek 101 said, so many scary things and it is night where I am, so wonderful. How do you feel about this video? Dramatic said, top 10 haunted places in Delaware. Yes, maybe. Zant Hill said, used coffin ain't all that freaky when you consider the previous owner is still alive. I used to know a goth who regularly slept in a coffin. Good! I love that they're keeping the stereotype alive, but also, at the same time, get a bed! That's what they're for. Get a bed! That's what they're for. Unless you're a vampire and you need to keep out the light. Do you know what, actually though, no judgment. If you want to sleep in a coffin, mate, as long as you get your 8 hours, you do you. But I like a bed. I really do. They're so good. Ryan Aguila said, balls. I don't have them. Metaphorically sure, but physically no, is kind of the best line ever. Thank you. Thank you. I almost tripped over my own feet whilst doing that. So, good. Great, so smooth, as always. Smooth criminal Rebecca, that's what they call me. Time to Time to end the video. Thanks for sticking with me. All of these crazy creepy sea creatures have literally sent my brain mad, as if I've drunk a big glug of seawater. Please leave a thumbs up on this video, share it with a friend, let me know if you want part 3, stick around for more top 10 videos. Oh, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.